This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
Episode 140 is brought to you by...
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Easier than counting the planets, at least. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Oh, what happened to Pluto? Did it offend someone? F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank.
What's up, everybody? It's episode 140 of Beers in the Lot. Before we get to the topics of this special 140th episode, I'm going to point you in the direction of our merch shop. Go check it out at beersinthelot.com/shop. And while you're at beersinthelot.com checking out other info in the podcast, be sure to stop by our Discord at beersinthelot.com/discord. So for this episode, we recorded in person with a special guest appearance by field reporter Ross. And the five of us discussed Old Fat Bald Guys season 678 that started right after we recorded this, in fact. Then we got a special field report from Ross, and we finished up with a brief overview of our thoughts on the NHL playoffs. So let's crack the beers.
Crack.
Whoa. That's a little aggressive.
Whoa.
Well, heady there.
It's a little aggressive.
You gotta release some of the carbonation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get bloated before we go play.
Yeah.
John Taffer said that trick. Daniel, what are you drinking this evening?
So tonight, courtesy of field reporter Ross, I have the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA
From New Belgium.
from New Belgium.
Yeah.
Sorry. Aaron, what do you got?
I have, courtesy of Riggs, an Attaboy Backyard Hero. It's a repeat because it's delicious. As you said, Riggs, I love this beer. It's a great beer.
Yes.
This podcast follows the motto, sharing is caring.
That's right. Absolutely it does.
I will never steer you wrong on beer and food.
Wouldn't imagine so. How about you, Riggs? What you got?
I've had a few collaboration beers lately. This one is from Fin City Brewing down in Ocean City, Maryland. It is a collaboration with Pure Lure Fishing Gear, who is a Ocean City-based fishing gear company.
I got my PFG on today.
I know,
Oh,
you do.
Got
You
the
do.
anglers in the house.
You
tonight.
do. It is Pure Lure Pilsner.
Pure
I'm
Lord.
trying it now. I haven't had it yet.
Sounds like a 90s CD. we're
Pure
on the
Lure.
way here talking about pure moods. Pure Lord.
So, yeah, this is pretty good. So, as we've had 3 80-degree days, so we're watching golf, thinking about fishing. Yeah.
A lot of
So-
thinking about angling.
A lot
Not
of-
doing yet.
Well, it's still early.
We're heading in
It's
that
early,
direction.
and
Though,
it's
yeah.
not even May yet. It's still early. So
Fish are always biting.
Yeah. Jonathan, you have multiple bottles.
Yeah. So I have Canadian Mist. It's a lovely do the math Canadian whiskey. And then I have soda that was developed by two brothers, the Hartman brothers, in the 1940s, because in the 1930s, soda selling was very popular. Also because you can mix your booze with it, and because some of the booze was like home distilling or local distillers, so the quality wasn't what it is today. But the Hartman brothers in Knoxville, Tennessee, couldn't find soda in their area because none of the general stores had it, so they developed their own, and that was Mountain Dew.
I
So
love this
we'll get it.
backstory.
We'll get in.
Mountain
We'll
Dew.
get into
I
this a
love
little
this
later.
backstory.
We'll get into this a little
Mountain
later.
Dew.
Trying to church
Long
up Mountain
play.
Dew a little
Yeah.
bit.
So give it a little shine to, I don't drink a lot of soda, but when I do, it's a Mountain Dew.
When I do,
The Hartman brothers, their soul is still, alive and well.
In every drop.
in
Well, yeah,
every drop,
because there are
do.
certain things that people do, to keep their spirit alive. We're gonna get into that later, but field reporter Ross, what do you have to drink this evening?
I have a heady topper from The Alchemist,
Oh yeah.
Wow, what we
Yeah.
Banger.
Imported beer.
imported across state lines.
Speaking
Shh, don't
of
tell anybody.
running alcohol across state lines.
Yeah. Speaking of Dew.
Alchemist, Mountain Dew, Shining, and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Yeah, like okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We're developing a really
bit of
good
a
picture
theme
here.
here,
Soon.
yeah.
We gotta, as they would say in the legal biz, this is a good opening statement. I'm painting a good picture. Should we get into it?
Well, let's talk about. I mean, we're all gathered in person,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you know, for recording this week before the first night of season. What number now of OFBG?
1,498
Okay. Which
of old fat bald guys hockey.
so that opens this evening. So we're all excited to go play the first games. It looks like the teams may be more even.
Much
think
more
so.
even, yeah.
What's
They look
say?
good, yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about it in the drive over that, we're kind of all liking our teams. They look, on paper, they look good. They look fine.
I agree.
Much different story than last season.
I agree. We're also into the time of year where you can wear shorts and a t-shirt to the rink, which is the best time of year.
The best time.
And flops.
Yeah.
And flops.
Yeah,
Yep.
no socks. No more socks.
Nope.
I think in a few weeks we're gonna have to do the chair. Get the lot chair.
Oh, the
the lot
chairs.
chairs back
The
The
up.
chairs were great.
Yeah, I think that is a thing, and we're
Yeah.
maybe not tonight. We got to ease into it.
The pandemic normalized the lot chairs.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm here for it.
It's for the cats that really want to take it easy after their hockey game.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
They're
After-
working so
after
hard
the
out
beer
there
league.
on the ice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just sit down, have a few pops, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy myself.
Exactly.
Do the math.
Do the
Yeah,
math.
Do the math.
Take it easy. Yeah. So,
All right, go ahead, Johnny.
all right. Certain things have come to light recently. I was
Welcome to Kangaroo Court.
Yeah, I was all right. So I heard this on a Monday after Sunday evening after hockey activity. I was so alarmed. I wanted to talk about this, but you guys said it would be a drone strike because the defendant or whoever you want to call it is not there, which yes, by definition
The
that is a drone
accused.
strike. Yeah, the accused is not here. So that's a drone strike. That was on me. I'm glad you guys called off that. Thank you.
We
I
called
appreciate
off the
it.
drone
You called off the
strike,
drone strike. Thank you. So now that I'm actually sitting across from you, similar to in a courtroom situation where I'm pointing at the defendant, this guy,
Can you identify the man who
Yeah.
wronged you?
that man, Your Honor, it's field reporter Ross.
What did I do?
Ross, what do you get when you go to Taco Bell?
What do I get when I get a Taco Bell?
Yeah, just curious what you get. Just let me know.
The cheesy gordita crunches with the nacho cheese shell and
Okay.
about $40 worth of other stuff.
Do you
shit.
get a beverage?
I do not. No.
Therein lies the answer. Why don't you get a Mountain Dew or a Baja Blast?
Because it's 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'd like to go to sleep when I get home.
That's actually
That's
a
a
good reason.
That's a fair point. Sustained.
You guys were all on my side up until now.
You know what? I had
He's
neglected.
here to defend himself.
Yeah,
when we're presented with all the evidence, then
I
sure, it's a
bring
compelling
water.
case.
I mean-
but he's
Wait,
got
wait,
the
wait,
fence.
wait,
So
wait.
is terrible
That was
for you.
available in Discovery. That's not my fault that you guys didn't look at it. I'm very.
So
Time
is
out.
terrible for you, man.
Time out really quick. It was literally posed after hockey. So you guys didn't take that into effect when you heard about that?
Well, the burden.
I'm
of
aware
proof,
of
the
all
burden
of
of proof
The
is on
onus.
you. He's innocent until proven guilty. You have to prove that he's guilty. So you should have known.
Well, I'm prosecutor, judge, jury. I'm all in one being. I am aligned.
Just
as I
because
like to
that's
say,
what I'm gonna do.
as I like to say, this court is very vertically integrated. Like so,
Well, what actually brought this about was that we saw a video of
TikTok
somebody
video.
who drunkenly ordered DoorDash from Taco Bell, and they got what did
He
they
got like $140 worth of
$40
Taco
food.
Bell,
Yeah.
and he passed out, and they never left the food there. So he basically paid for
Oh,
$140 of T-Bell that he couldn't eat.
There was something like 6 Supreme, like some.
I
something that cost
actually
like
have the
$11.
order. I actually have the order. So we had three
John has his evidence.
three-
He has prepared.
3 creamy jalapeno sauces. which that's a
Each
poor
cost
decision.
$1,
Yeah,
right?
But he's
Right.
drunk, so
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
3 cheese roll-ups,
Come on, man.
That's a
3
waste of money.
quesadillas, 2 chicken quesadillas, 2 Crunchwrap Supremes, 6 Chalupa Supremes. The Chalupa Supremes are where Eric and I actually kind of agreed. We're like, I think I could tackle everything on that order
Except
but
for
all
that.
those because it's
Yeah.
shells.
Yeah.
They're just not.
pretty
They're
thick.
too much
They're
to 'em.
bready. They're
Yeah, they're very
thick.
doughy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
But-
cheese roll-ups, yeah, that's a no-brainer. That doesn't even count. Like
Yeah.
in terms of what you can tackle.
Was he buying?
You could
for-
do the
was he
cheese
buying
roll
for his
sandwich.
toddler too.
Yeah, is he by himself?
Is he buying for his kid?
He's babysitting. I don't know. Like he's babysitting. He just got
He passed out.
He made the kid order it all. Oh, I want some cheese rolls for myself.
But Ross, like no soda. Like what's
I
going
haven't
on?
gotten a soda for 15 years.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Soda's bad for
They're
you.
terrible for you.
What I get?
Yeah.
What I
I'd
get
rather
on
get.
Friday?
I'd rather get.
Here's
3.
where the members of the jury agree with the prosecution. He is holding one of
I never
the
drink a
glorious
soda.
nectars that are
I
available.
never
to the
drink a
public.
soda.
So if I was going to drink a
He's holding a
soda, I
Mountain
would
Dew
drink
here.
a Mountain Dew, guaranteed. But
A lot of ifs in that sentence. I'm not hearing any I will or I would. I just hear if.
are you guys sponsored by Dew?
No.
Because I'll take
We're
a sip.
trying, Ross.
Not yet.
Shut your
but-
mouth.
Not at all.
Investors, possibly you.
Possibly do.
Yeah, possibly do.
Well, you'd be happy to know that on Friday when I got my T-Bell order, I did get a Baja Blast.
What time was this, Daniel?
1:30, 2 o'clock.
So you weren't sleeping anyway.
Well, I fell right asleep.
Yeah.
I hear it's a problem when you have ADHD.
Yeah. Caffeine puts you to
Yeah.
sleep.
I think Aaron gets a do at night.
I
sometimes.
normally get a do.
Mhm.
Normally a dew drinker. Although I will say, I've recently been made aware that the Taco Bell I normally frequent, they have mango iced tea, and it's delicious. So I've been getting some mango iced tea lately. It's pretty good.
I can't
I'm
follow
not
you
gonna
on
lie.
that journey.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
can't
What
follow
the
you.
fuck?
It's got a similar taste. It's got a citrusy kind of taste.
Are you
Similar
watching Golden
taste.
Girls when you go home too?
I just might, John. I just might.
Gosh. But this soda thing, very perplexing to me, Ross. Like, as I said, like I don't drink soda, but if I go to Taco Bell, I'm
Do you ever
ordering a Mountain Dew.
Do you ever get
Period.
a Dew at T-Bell?
No,
See, that's
I don't
weird.
ever get soda from any fast food.
See, I'm the
See, I
same.
don't either. I'm not
the
a
same.
soda person,
but if
but
it's
like,
T-Bell,
if I go
If
through
you're
a
about to
T-Bell
pollute
drive-through,
your body with T-Bell,
right?
do it right.
And even like if
Right.
if we're on hockey trips with the kids and stuff, and we have to go through a McDonald's drive-through, I'll get a soda. Like
I don't know. I just wrote it off.
You're
like
pure,
15
man.
years ago.
You're
You
pure.
see this body?
pure.
This
yeah.
is just pure beef from Taco Bell. There's no Mountain
Pure
Dew layered
Taco
in
Bell
there, man.
ground beef here.
Ground
Layer.
beef.
Oh, I love it.
all right. So, like, hypothetically,
You want me to say I'm going to get one tonight?
no, I don't want to pressure
I'll
anybody
get
into
one
doing
tonight.
anything.
I'm not getting a meal because that's how they screw you over.
No, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
You're-
yeah,
They
I don't
trick
get
you.
meals.
They,
You're
see,
right.
they
Get the
see you
meals.
come in. They're like,
And you see
hey,
how
why don't
much
you get
ice
it?
they put in them?
Yeah,
you got me started.
You
You
say
got me
light.
started.
Say light ice.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
All the time.
I'll get one tonight.
I'll text you.
There's
3
a
in the
big,
morning.
I know.
there's a big,
You happy
there's
now?
a very, there's a very big coffee chain. I am militant. If I have to get coffee there,
Mm-hmm.
and I go light ice, and I watch them because the second I'm like, dump a little of that out. I'm one of those.
I wanted 6
Psychos.
cubes, not 7.
Well, I'm not like that. But actually, if I order like
But you
I'm
are.
if I'm traveling, no, if I go like on the rocks, I'll go like light on the rocks. But like certain stuff, I'll just get whatever their normal on the rocks is, depending on what
Yeah.
it is. Like certain stuff, if I'm ordering like better bourbon or something or better whiskey, I want like very light because the water just adds to it a little bit. I don't want it to be overpowered.
So you were going to drone strike me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Damn.
Well, he was gonna
That's
go.
what you call that, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was gonna go off on this, and you weren't even here,
I got you.
right?
I had
So-
to edit it out.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron.
I
So
had
we
to edit
were
the
like,
start of
no,
it out.
man, you
We're like,
can't
no.
do this. You can't do this.
No.
The dude has
Normally-
to be here.
Wait
Normally-
until the field reporter is back from the field.
Normally, if you're here,
It's been a hell of a couple months. boys.
normally if you're here, normally if like you're here,
Uh-huh.
and I just randomly will bring it up, I just say that's like a drive-by or something.
I
Like,
got you.
oh, what a drive-by, dude! Like, yeah. Like,
But if they're not even there,
if they're
it's
not
a
there,
drone
like they
strike,
said, that's a
man.
total drone
Yeah.
strike.
I mean, I think my exact words were, "You're sitting in the bunker,
Yeah,
flying the drone like
Yeah.
over his house,
yeah.
like."
Miles
I'm
away
getting
in
my
the
good
cockpit.
sleep, man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about
Miles
it.
away in the cockpit.
un-
Just don't
like,
wake up the
your,
next morning.
your uncaffeinated sleep.
It's like I don't know if it's just me. I don't feel like caffeine has that switch. I guess because like I'm very regulated with it. Like coffee and like 9 times out of 10, actually like a good chunk of the time, like outside of the night, like after I have my coffee, there's no caffeine in my system. Like I just have coffee and that's it.
I can't drink coffee after noon.
Yeah,
I'll be up all night.
Yeah, yeah.
I just lay there. I'm like, why am I still like laying here?
I just
Oh,
bang
I had
caffeine
coffee
all
at 1
day.
o'clock.
I had
All
coffee
day.
at 12:01. That's
Yeah.
why.
I need like
I'm serious.
a pot in the
I'm
afternoon.
serious.
Will pick me up.
I believe it.
It's probably mental.
But
I'm
don't you do,
"Damn,
like-
I had
well,
coffee. I
not-
can't sleep.
But nothing against you. This is not a drive-by. You do like cream, right?
I drink coffee in all forms.
Oh, you're inclusive with the coffee in
Yeah,
all forms?
yeah.
Okay. But like normally how you take it, I'm just curious.
However they make it, I just order it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do you get? What's your
Well,
order?
I get so my favorite spot near me, you get a 32-ounce coffee with whatever flavor, like usually like vanilla or something, and then like heavy cream.
Dude, the reason why the caffeine doesn't work is because
you
your
have the
body's
heavy
so
cream.
much sugar.
No, you have the heavy cream in
I
there
know.
too.
Well, you know.
See, like actually,
but then if I drink it at home, I
It's
still do
good,
the same
though.
thing.
yeah. See, a few weeks ago, I actually normally, the caffeine is like the coffee is like my buddy. A few weeks ago, I had like a dark day with the coffee. So like I had to wake up early for a work meeting, pounded a coffee before I got in there. Still felt drag from the night drive-in before. It was like 4 or 5 hours. Got an espresso with an iced coffee. And like at lunch, ended up having another coffee. But like 4 o'clock, my mind went to a dark place. Like I was on a borderline panic attack. It's like everybody hates me. I don't know what I'm doing
Would
anymore.
you have
Like,
like mushroom tea?
oh
or
my
something?
gosh! Oh my gosh! I
Holy
I
shit.
literally like later that night after I came down from it, I was like, I abused the nectar. I just went totally apeshit on it. And normally I'm not like that. I used to when I was younger. I would call it rocket fuel. I get 2 shots of espresso and then a large, like either cold brew or just a large hot coffee. And I would pound the espresso and then sip on the coffee the rest of the day. Rocket fuel. I was like buzzing. But like I said, a few weeks ago, it was a dark day. Like, not just because the coffee I drink is black, but it was very dark. It was a very dark day in my psyche. The psyops were heavy. Like, it was bad. But if I had Taco Bell and a soda at 2 a.m. after hockey, I'd sleep like a little baby. I'd be fine.
I will say that happens to me as well.
I can't drink and eat at the same time. So I can't drink a beer and eat at the same time. I got to drink before and then I got to eat. Probably because
All
I
right.
do too much of both.
Interesting.
Doesn't work well down in there.
Fair enough.
So I think that's probably the main reason I don't get a soda.
You don't want to add more
Yeah.
Right.
Too
suds
much.
on
More
top of it.
complexity
Yeah.
to your
I'd
meal.
rather get
Yeah.
another taco in my tummy.
Fair enough.
But
Are we going to Taco Bell tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
yes. And I'm getting a do.
Oh,
Ross
He's
is gonna
gonna do
text
it
me.
just
Ross
to-
is gonna
just
text
to
me
show
at
him.
5:30 when I get up and literally go like, Johnny, I haven't slept. I fucking hate you.
I had one of those dark days, Johnny.
He had one Mountain Dew and I was the same reaction I had. Like, oh my God, everybody hates me. Ross is just in a fetal position in his bedroom. But
I
anyway,
am
Ross.
told, Ross, that you have some content. You have
Well, yeah,
something that you want to
know about Ross's time out in the field.
Yeah.
He said it's been rough. I need to hear about this, please.
Before we get to Ross's field report, a quick message from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Certainly easier than spelling conscientious right on the first try. C-O-N-S-H, nope, S-I. S-C? Oh, that C's moonlighting as an H. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our investment and trust services team can help make your retirement dreams a reality. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Let's check the British spelling.
So I've been out in the field. I was out there with Kid Rock. I was on the shooting range, his rifle range and stuff. So he started shooting beer cans and stuff. And I was like, why? So I just walked out. I went and gotten some Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't get any Mountain Dew.
This explains
But I got
everything.
thirsty.
Yeah.
So I tried what he was shooting. I was like, this is the tastiest beer I've ever had. This is the tastiest beer I've ever had. So I brought some for you guys, all right?
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Please.
All right.
Can we see? Yeah. Let's see.
I got some for you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've heard of this before.
Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I've heard of this.
What is this?
I'd never had it. I
heard
had
of this.
never had it.
It's from a Belgian company.
Yeah, right.
But hold on a second.
Oh yes.
Kid Rock was passing these out. I thought I'd bring a couple for you guys.
Oh,
Yes.
out, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. This is.
Wait until they touch
I
your
did.
lips.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to try this.
This has to be some sort of Patreon footage at some point. I don't know how we're gonna work it in.
I can't wait. Let's see what it sounds
All
like.
right, yeah, let's see what it sounds like.
Ooh, fresh. Fresh.
Now I love me a heady topper.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
But smell this, Riggs.
I'm gonna pour this.
It's good in the nose.
I'm gonna
Put
pour
it in a
I'm gonna
glass,
pour
yeah.
it into a glass.
I
got
think
good
you
nose
have
feel.
to, man.
Probably
if I
better.
lived here, I'd do the same
It's
thing.
got a
I
great
You know
nose
what's-
feel.
You know what's
I mean,
weird
do you
about
want
this?
a glass? I mean, we have glasses.
No,
Okay.
I need to use these.
All right.
You know what's intriguing about this? I feel like I've bought this at a super value for no reason. Like they're selling it at a low value at certain bars, and I don't know why.
I think they don't understand what they have in this product.
You know what? I think Rexy, this could be a higher price point than they realize.
Do you
I don't
taste
think
that,
they
Daniel?
get it.
So crisp.
Out of the
Very
great,
crisp.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness.
I did see Travis Kelce. I don't know if it was at Coachella or what. Had a blinged out necklace with this beer can.
With a Bud Light.
Yep.
Really?
Just saw it today.
I gotta say, unique, refreshing.
Light.
I mean, if
Lights, yeah.
if I can find it on Untapped, I might give it 5 stars.
Might add
5
in there.
stars.
I might, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
to you guys. Thanks
Oh,
for having me.
cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending me out in the field.
Excellent
God
work.
damn it.
Excellent work in the field
Excellent
there.
field work there.
Hockey is for everybody.
It really is.
Yes,
Hockey
I agree.
is for
You want to wear
everybody.
the jersey with rainbow? Wear it. If you don't want to, don't wear it.
Whatever,
It's
yeah,
not a
fine.
big deal.
You know
Or-
what?
Whatever.
As goofy as it is, I really liked what Brian Burke said because his son was in the community, and Brian Burke is a massive guy for like inclusion, and every place he's been, Vancouver, Toronto, and Pittsburgh, he has done like the pride parades and everything. He has no
Yeah.
problem with it. And he had a really good point about the jersey. You know, it's not necessarily your beliefs, but it's just letting those there know that you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's it. And I fully agree with it.
So before I did this, like I didn't know how you guys were going to feel about all of this. I had a feeling, but I didn't know. I was like, Daniel, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? He's like, hockey's for everybody.
Yep.
That was the single text, nothing else.
Yep.
He was like, I think I know what you're going to do. I was like, all right.
I already had a feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was
I'm
like,
glad you
hockey's for
did it because
everybody.
that was good.
Yeah, he's absolutely right though. Hockey's for everybody. There's no exclusion in our sport.
I mean, it's not just any community, it's nationality too.
Yeah,
Anything.
Like
anything.
Japan
There is
played
no
in the
reason to
women's
be
world
excluded.
Dude,
championships this week. Like,
everybody,
who would have thought?
everyone means everybody, everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like whatever.
There's no buts. There's no ifs.
right.
There's no howevers to
No
everyone.
conditions
Yeah.
or anything around
It's-
that. Yeah.
Everyone. So, Beers in the Lot stands with everyone.
Excellent, excellent bit, field reporter. Ross.
Yeah.
Excellent,
Ross.
Excellent work, field.
There you go.
Good job bringing that back from the field.
Thanks, Dana.
So when you were hanging out with Kid Rock, did you guys sing "Ba with the Ba"? Just curious.
It was really quick.
Oh, okay.
He had a
It was
bunch
just
of
a
22
minute or two.
pistols. Like, he didn't have anything good.
After you,
They were all small. I was like, peace.
after you were gathering up all the beers, he was like, "You need to leave."
He probably offered Ross a Baja Blast. He's like, "No, I'm good. I don't
No,
know."
I don't drink that.
I'm trying to go to sleep tonight.
I need to sleep.
It was 12:02.
Oh man.
Ploffs.
All right, so we'll do the quick thing on the playoffs.
Ploffs start tomorrow.
Ploffs. They do.
All right,
Monday.
so actually, when this drops, it'll be game 2 for some series.
Right. Yeah.
Game 1 will already complete for a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go around the horn really quick and just get any high-level thoughts of the playoffs, how you see it'll play out, and then I'm going to go very quickly just to, for time, because we don't need to break down everything.
No,
It's
we don't
kinda
need to break it
lame.
all down.
I want your
My breakdown would be a couple words.
Eastern and Western. I would like at some point your Eastern and
They will
Western
win.
finalists,
They will lose.
and then
Ooh.
your cup prediction.
Hold on. I have to get
Gosh.
my phone out and see who's in.
Yeah, seriously.
How
I can
nice.
start.
How nice.
It's Riggs. It's pretty easy. The Caps, Pens, and Flyers is the first time since 1990 all 3 teams have not been in.
But how nice is this that I don't have the
It's
stress?
so good.
And I can just
No
watch.
You just watch
and
with
enjoy
no
it.
stress, right?
Dude,
yeah.
Slay some brews.
Dude,
Slay some
It's
brews,
going to be
watch some
so
good
enjoyable
hockey.
because I'm going to track overtime goals in the playoffs too, just like I did in the regular season.
Mhm.
Oh, I am full on nerd. I'm jacked. It's going to be awesome. Aaron, your thoughts? Go.
I think Winnipeg is going to surprise. I wouldn't be surprised
I agree
to
with
see
that.
Winnipeg in the Western Conference Finals.
I agree
Wouldn't
with
be
that.
surprised.
So their
And-
bracket,
Okay.
they're with Vegas,
Uh-huh.
Edmonton,
Which is a number
and
one
LA.
seed, right? The Pacific Conference or Pacific
Pacific,
number one.
yes. So how do you feel? So if you think they're coming out of their division, who out of the other division, which is Minnesota, Dallas, Seattle, and
I think it's
Avs.
Dallas.
I like that
I'm going
pick.
to go with Dallas.
I like that pick.
I'm going to go Dallas and Winnipeg in the Western Conference Final.
Wow.
Bold prediction. I know, but
Bold.
I'm thinking Winnipeg's going to surprise a bunch of people.
2 best goalies in the conference too, I think,
Yeah, there you go.
with Hellebuck and Ottinger. And
Yep.
then out of the East,
Out of the East, I think Tampa's going to take a big dive.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to do well at all.
sick.
Yes.
I
like
do
that.
think Boston's going to make the ECF, and I think they're going to lose. I don't
Eric
remember
has
who
restless leg syndrome just listening to you right now. He's like, go ahead.
But no, yeah, I think Boston's going to make it to the conference final, and I think they're going to lose there. I don't think they're going to make the cup.
To who? So that is Carolina, Islanders, Devils, Rags from the
It's-
other division.
It's tough for me to say this because we have so many listeners in Carolina. But I think Carolina's going to win in that Eastern Conference final.
Oh, it
I
should
think
be
they're going to
easy
make the
then
ECF.
necessarily.
But I mean, I shouldn't say it this way, I guess, or I shouldn't have said it that way because I don't want them to win, but I think they will. I think they're going to go to the cup final, and I don't think that they're going to beat whoever it is in the West. I'm
said-
on board with you, John. I think that we're going to have a Western Conference Cup winner for the first time in however many years it's been. It's been
Since
a
last
long
year.
time.
Since last year.
What?
Colorado.
Yeah,
won
Colorado.
last year.
Last time I
okay,
checked,
last
they're in the
time.
West,
Right,
dog.
right. Sorry.
Since all the way back in 2022.
22, yes.
Way back
My-
when.
Aaron, my brother
No,
in
they were the
Christ.
first in
Thank
how
you.
long?
Is this
Aaron,
a
my
hockey
brother in
podcast?
Christ. Thank
My
you.
brother in
Thank you.
Christ.
All right, Riggs. Riggs, go ahead.
Toronto will lose in the first round again.
Yep.
Yeah,
How many
that's
games?
not
How many
bold.
games?
You
You're gonna give him a
4.
fighting chance?
They'll lose in
3.
4.
Eric's like 3.
No, it's going to go deep because they can't finish.
So
right?
then my follow-up question,
So
really quick.
I think they'll go up in the series, like maybe like 2 games even,
Ooh,
but they can't finish, right? So
So then do you think our
Tampa-
boy Kyle Dubas is going to sign in Pittsburgh after that as a general manager?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's the rumors.
Yeah.
Because he's analytical. They're building out an analytics
and
department. We'll see.
That's after the other two ding-dongs that they just fired gutted their analytics department the last year and a half.
Fenway Sports hired a guy who was their AGM. He is still on, and he apparently at the moment is in charge of decisions.
But anyway, enough about losers.
Yeah, we don't concern ourselves with what ifs. Yeah, totally
enough
fine.
about the losers.
Screw you, Sid. You bum.
I don't think there's any way that it's not Boston and Carolina in the East.
Yeah.
And
I can't see it being any other.
Who goes out of there?
Boston can finish, right? They could score.
Okay.
Carolina holds on to the puck, but they don't score at the same rate that Boston
They
does.
hold on to the puck until they get to the other side of the neutral ice where they dump it.
Well,
like I said, they do. That stat is very skewed because they dump it 3 times more than the other team, but they get it back.
They do get it
at
back
a high rate.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
So it's like it's Rod Brendamore in his old school, new school style. So however you want to do it,
their forecheck too is better. Like
their personnel
they got fast.
Their
skaters,
personnel
so
is built for that.
They probably have the best forecheck in the NHL. So once a puck is in your end, it's hard to get out, right? So that's where
demons.
That's where they're getting their
system's all pressure once they're in the O zone, and then the second they lose the puck, it's pressure to get it back.
That's all it is.
It's not to make sure you don't get an opportunity; it's to get it back.
Now, the thing with the East though is like the goalies, right? So the Rangers could do something. The Islanders could do something, right?
Like they could get a Mountain Dew tonight at Taco Bell. Right. They could get a Mountain Dew tomorrow. If
they get some hot goaltending, they could steal a series.
Yeah,
right?
you get a hot hand,
right?
You never know.
But I don't see how it's not Carolina and Boston. And I would give the edge to Boston just because, like, they could score goals.
Yep.
So whatever. The West, honestly. First of all,
stop.
The field is.
You keep saying that,
it's considerably weaker than the East.
It is
than the East field.
Is.
It really is.
Yep.
I'm
absolutely,
sorry.
objectively,
and really, when you look at the matchups, they're all like these series especially in the first round should be really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
The matchups are tight. Like I think
wild cards have a chance against the teams they're playing.
Absolutely.
Unlike in the East where the wild cards have absolutely no chance.
And as much as, even last week, like we're all about the Avs and, they're only missing one guy, like all this kind of stuff. Like they're still banged up, right? They're still.
Well, Lando's officially out for the entire playoffs.
Right.
I also think they don't have Naz and they don't have Burakovsky for this run. None of those guys that they have on the roster stepped up for that.
Right. But, like, it's just the only series that I think is going to be a dud is, like, Edmonton and LA because
Edmonton pushed them or got pushed 7 games last year.
Yeah, I don't
wouldn't surprise me if it takes them 7 to make a series out of the Kings even.
Yeah.
But I think there's something different about the Oilers this time around
with Ekholm and just the way they're operating.
Yeah, it's something different there, and it's like there's a different vibe when you watch them. Like they look like they were really disappointed with how things went, and I don't think McDavid's going to let that go again. Right?
Well, Draisaitl was hurt like 99% of the playoffs last year, so he's healthy.
Yeah,
and there's that rumor that Ryan Nugent-Hopkins can bump up to the second line center and Draisaitl play wing, which would be frightening.
And also, like LA, I don't even know who's on the team anymore.
Yeah, right.
I have no idea.
Is Kopitar still on that team?
How are they in there?
I
have no idea.
I don't know who they are. Yeah. Who are the Kings?
I have no idea. I mean, they wear those shiny helmets now.
Go ahead, John.
I know that.
You look befuddled.
Kopitar played 82 games with only 4 penalties.
Yep.
Wow.
Good for him.
Lady
I'm
Binge.
probably
I didn't know
wrong.
he was still
I'm
in
not
the
good
league.
with numbers, but it's like it's only 4 minutes of penalties or some shit.
Anze Kopitar also is the only the second player in NHL history to lead his team in scoring for 15 seasons. The only other person is Gordie Howe.
No shit.
He also leads the league in looking like a zombie.
Yeah, he has a zombie face. That's why he wears a tinted shield.
I was wondering if that was
All
going
right.
to come up.
So thank you, Riggs. Field reporter Ross, what are your overall thoughts of the playoffs? Let me
So
know.
I'm gonna start. I've already got this planned out. I'm gonna start drinking Mountain Dew,
Oh,
so I can
I
stay
love
up
this.
and watch the Western Conference
I love it already.
because I want to see the Wild do well, and I
do
want
wanna
to see the
see them do
Kraken
well.
do
Why
well.
do you want the Wild
I
to do
wouldn't
well?
mind. Yeah.
Well, the Wild, Fleury with his streak, his
Yeah,
playoff
there you
streak,
go. Yeah.
it's still going. I'd love to see Fleury. Kraken. I mean, we just talked
It's the
about
crack.
the Penguins getting gutted because of two dumbasses.
Only team in the entire NHL with no player making over $6 million as well.
How many points
Moneyball.
did Jared McCann have this season?
I don't remember points, but he did have 40 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
40 goals.
And actually, if you look,
McCann.
no one on their team plays more than 19 minutes forward-wise.
So
Very balanced.
there you go.
Hackstall has it. Vince Dunn is very good.
And I want to see the Rangers and the Devils
Kill
just
each other.
Murder each other.
Boom.
Kill each other. Yes.
just 7 games all overtime.
Uh-huh.
Just go to town.
Yep.
So I'm going to drink some dews. I'm going to watch the Rangers and the Devils every other night, and then I'm going to watch the Western Conference.
You know what I want you to tell your family during this Cup playoff run, Ross?
Yes.
I want you to grab as many Mountain Dew, fountain drink, bottled, cans, whatever.
Okay.
Lay on the couch and go, I'm taking it east. I'm watching the
I'm
Cup
taking it
playoffs
east.
and just watch that. Yeah.
Is that related to Tweez or?
Is that
No,
like
no, no.
tea?
That's just
No, no.
take it east.
Okay.
If you can't go down the Tweez, we can't have that.
I wish I would have had
That's
a
an
Tweez, but somebody
intervention.
took it.
That's an intervention. if you're pounding Tweez to stay up for the Cup playoffs, we got bigger
No, no, no.
problems.
Oh,
Like,
that is
my.
wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, we got big
Whoa.
problems.
That is incorrect.
We're gonna have to stage an intervention.
Oh my.
All right, Daniel. What are your
Daniel,
picks?
anything?
I think Boston is poised for an upset.
Yes.
I think they did way
Amen.
too well.
A fucking
agree.
man.
Something is going to happen. Like the playoffs are a different bear,
Yes.
right? So I think any team they go against is going to give them troubles. That being said, I think the Devils are coming out of the East.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
Dark horse.
everybody is playing.
Dim Hughes is his.
Line 1 through 4. I feel like they're all playing well. Goalie's a little iffy, but I think they have a lot of balanced scoring there.
They do.
They play a fast game, and I think they're coming out of the East.
Okay.
All
I dig
right,
that.
then.
What about West? Just curious.
West, I think that I think Vegas.
Hell yeah.
I think Vegas.
Like
is coming out of
Vegas.
the
Now we're
West.
talking,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Mark Stone,
Mm.
oddly enough, back for the playoffs.
Weird.
Actually, he started skating like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So
It's
I
a
had a
miracle.
feeling. I had a feeling.
Barzell's gonna play.
I
know.
Mark Stone.
Wow.
All these guys.
Man.
Holy moly.
Just lined up that way. The
Yeah.
rehabilitation, the physical therapy,
Yeah.
surgery recoveries. They all just line up like that. It's
Probably doing
crazy.
ice baths like Wim Hof. So who knows? I don't know.
You have your ice bath set up outside your house yet?
Dude, I
Is that
took
why
one
you're going
today.
to Lowe's
I
so
took one
much?
today.
Took one today.
I took one. I did the Wim Hof class,
There you
fundamentals one today. I
Do you
swear to
have
God.
an ice bath?
I'm getting one. I'm
Johnny
gonna build
laying
it,
out
yeah.
there in his
Oh.
wheelbarrow
Do it. Maybe one or two.
with a
His
bunch of
wheelbarrow.
ice.
One or
Yeah.
two
You got the
days
ice
a week.
with
I'm
your
gonna do it,
wheelbarrow.
yeah.
for that 15% off.
Dude, I got one. My dad and I have to do
Girls
wood
just
on
around.
Saturday. He's like, oh, bring your wheelbarrow. I was like, I thought you have a perfectly good one. He's like, well, yours is apparently so nice. So why don't you bring yours?
Thanks, Home Depot.
So I'll get to mine. So
I just have
I
this
don't-
vision of John sitting in his wheelbarrow with ice over his like midsection.
no. You gotta go like up to mid neck or right by your chin because that gets your thyroid and everything.
Yeah, you got to get up above your.
And you
thigh.
got
Gotta get up
to
there.
dunk when you're done. You got to dunk your face under.
I do it like the last 30
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah. So, all right. I like Seattle. I think they're going to push the Avs to the limit. Balanced scoring, decent goaltending, really good defense. I think Colorado has enough to get over them, but I think it's going to take a lot out. Dallas and Minnesota, I really like Dallas. I like Minnesota, but I really like Dallas. Like,
because Dallas is green.
They're green.
they are green.
There's
Don't get me
J-Rob.
There's a
started.
story behind
They have
that.
J-Rob,
I love
who I love.
J-Rob. Yeah.
J-Rob is good,
but
yeah.
Minnesota,
They're also green.
Eck is out. Eck
They are
is
also
out.
green.
That's what I'm saying.
It's green versus green. Who's it going to win? Who's
Joel
gonna win?
Joel Eriksson Eck is out for the playoffs. He does so much for them, and also because now that Eck is out, Matt Boldy's going to get a lot more attention. I think that is a problem. Not in a bad way because he's young, but I think this is the first time where a team's going to straight game plan for him, so I think he's going to have a little bit of issues. Vegas against Winnipeg, tight series. I like Vegas, just like Danny. LA, I really kind of want to see LA pull the upset, like I said last year. I don't know if it's going
Who's
to
on
happen.
LA?
So on D, you got
Kopitar.
Sean Jersey,
I asked
Scott
you
Walker,
earlier. I asked you earlier.
Alafalu, Kempe. What are you doing?
I'm just.
Kopitar, Drew Doughty's still there.
Is
Oh, he's still there?
Oh my
Yeah, I know.
Wow, he's
Weird.
ancient.
Oddly enough. So I think that's the first
He's younger
round.
than we are.
I think Vegas.
Justin Williams,
Vegas,
Wayne
Vegas,
Gretzky. They've got everybody.
Everybody.
and Bernie Nichols,
Total
Marcel
package.
Dion.
Yeah, they're a total package.
No.
Stan?
And then Stan
Stan
Jawa.
Bomani?
Yeah.
Jawa?
So then I think Dallas. I think it's gonna be Dallas and Vegas in the conference finals on the West. I really like Vegas. I think their forward group's great. This is Jack Eichel's first time in the playoffs ever.
Jack Eichel.
I think he's going to show out. And also Mark Stone's back, oddly enough, healthy. So I just think they got more juice. I think like Dallas is good. They barely got beaten by Calgary last year, and it was only because Johnny Gaudreau shot a miracle shot on Ottinger. I think Ottinger's a really good goalie, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. Florida's going to push Boston. Boston will probably beat them. I like the Maple Leafs over Tampa. Sorry. Carolina over
I agree
the
with you,
Islanders.
dude,
Yeah.
honestly.
Carolina over the Islanders. I do like the Rangers over the Rags. I really do. They're faster.
Wait.
The Rangers,
The Rangers
over
Or
the
over the
Rangers.
Rags.
Rags.
Sorry.
Rangers over the Devils.
Devs over the
The
Rags.
Devils.
Devs over the Rags.
no.
I think they're faster. They're not as big, but I like skill and talent over size personally.
Yep.
Just me.
What about goaltending?
I don't think it's going to come down to goaltending. I think Devils are going to be fine. I don't think I think New York's a very good team. I do really like the way they're built. I just don't think I think the Patrick Kane thing changed something in the locker room. I don't know what.
Well, I think
I just think
it
it-
got everybody out of order. Like
It
they're,
did.
they're not slotted right in
did.
the lineup, right?
Yeah.
So
And then so it'd be Devils and Carolina. I do think the Devils beat them. I think Toronto beats Boston in the second round.
T.O. makes it past
I just
second round.
have an odd feeling.
Wow.
I don't know why. I just got the juice with Willie and all my
there's-
boys.
There's
You're
no
too far
way.
in
All my
with Willie,
boys.
though.
I'm
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
very in. I'm
You're-
very in. I'm emotionally invested. And like they say, emotions are like the temperature. The temperature changes. So we'll see. And then finally, I do. Boston will come out of the. Boston won't beat Toronto. I think Toronto will then lose to the Devs. Personally, this is just me. And I think it'll be Devs in Vegas. And I think,
So wait, that was me too, though.
yeah.
So it wasn't just you. It was me
Yeah,
also.
correct. And I think Vegas just has too many. I think Vegas has too many.
It's just me, but it's you too.
I think, yeah. I do legitimately think Vegas has so much heat in terms of big bodies that can move the puck, that can play a multitude of different ways. I think they're going to be too much for the Devils to handle. And I think Vegas will win.
Which of their 6 goalies are going to play?
I wouldn't be
The
shocked
fourth.
if it's quick. I really wouldn't be shocked.
That
Quick-
would be
quick.
so wild. Yeah.
So
no.
the
That's-
reason why
that's
I
a
like
different team.
the reason
That's Minnesota.
the reason why I generally do like Quick is he's required to do much less in the Vegas system, just the way they operate under Bruce Cassidy. And Bruce Cassidy, I think, not in a bad way against Pete DeBoer with Dallas. Pete DeBoer's systems always rely on a ton of point shots and defense driving shots to the net with offense being created off of that. Bruce Cassidy, for some reason, there was a lot of talk when he was in Boston. He didn't let the boys play. He kind of like held him back, whatever you want to say. I think in Vegas, he just has a new mindset. He's letting the boys play. I think that plays in their favor. And the fact that you still got some really good players on the back end in Vegas helps as well. They're deep. But health, we'll see what happens because it's one hit away, one weird puck block. So we'll see. I think Vegas wins.
We'll see. Yeah.
And that's the third time in a row I picked Vegas to win the cup. So.
Yeah, I know. You just keep doing it, eventually it'll happen.
One day.
Yeah.
You will be right.
It wasn't the Penguins.
Yeah,
like you think of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, that'll do it for episode 140. And hey, just so you know, just because the Caps and the Pens aren't in the playoffs doesn't mean we're not going to keep making content. We'll be back next week with another one. Put it on your calendars next Wednesday. And hey, thank you so much for your listen. We always appreciate all the support we get, and your listens are a big part of that. Thank you so much for sticking with us for this whole episode. And again, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.